And that's exactly what happened. When I saw the fear in the mind, I let up on myself. I quit judging myself for being afraid, and I kind of relaxed into the fear and just allowed it. And then after that, I was able to move on through it. But it really is a fear of our truth. That's what the fear of love is. It's a fear of our truth. It's a fear of what we really are, because there's a fear that we will misuse it to devour ourself. Can you go step by step the process of seeing the fear and what to do with it? I can only give a partial answer to that. I can tell you how it happened to me. I think the real answer is that it happened to me through my willingness. I mean, that's the only real answer. It wasn't super conscious willingness, like I did not say to the Holy Spirit, please show me the worst fears in my mind. I never prayed that prayer. But what I did pray a prayer in mid-May where I asked the Holy Spirit to lead me higher into love. And I believe it was that prayer that led me to see these obstacles in my mind and several other things that are manifested from those obstacles. Okay, let me see what you're saying, Creator's Gift. Can you go step by step the process of seeing the fear and what to do with it once you identify a fear? Yeah, I can do that. First of all, let me give you a sentence that the Holy Spirit gave me a long time ago, which has always been very, very helpful to me. All right? The Holy Spirit told me that patience is a symbol of love in what seems to be a world of time. And I'll say that again. Patience is a symbol of love in what seems to be a world of time. So what the Holy Spirit is saying is that patience is love. In this experience that we're having, patience is love. And that sentence has been extremely helpful to me, for example, when I'm looking at fear. So one of the first things I do is I remember that sentence. And the first thing I choose to do is to be patient. And somehow when I choose to be patient with fear, it takes away being afraid of the fear. You can actually experience fear without being afraid of it. When fear is really a bad experience is when you're afraid of the fear. And that can snowball and it can become a horrible experience. But when you're able to experience fear with patience, it's a completely different experience. So the first thing I would do is choose to be patient with the fear, choose to rest in trust through the fear, and choose not to try to escape the fear. Because if you're trying to escape the fear, then what's happening is you're fearing the fear. So I also think of fear sometimes as like a carnival ride. Holy Spirit once gave me a vision about me being in a haunted house sitting next to an angel, and I'll remember that vision. And I'll just imagine that I'm in a carnival ride, and all I have to do is sit back in my carnival ride and rest until the fear ends. And then, yes, I trust Holy Spirit. But I often, when I'm in the fear, I often cannot hear Holy Spirit. It doesn't really seem to matter how much I invite Holy Spirit. When I'm really in the fear, I can't hear Holy Spirit in the way I traditionally do. But what I can often do is still feel Holy Spirit in the heart. Even though I feel fear, I can still feel Holy Spirit in the heart. And then also what I'll find is Holy Spirit will show me things about my fear in a way where I'll suddenly have realizations, like I did with the realization that what's really going on here is this is self-fearing self. That came to me in a way that was Holy Spirit. It was kind of enlightening to see the fear. But I think that's it, Cliff. There's nothing